Cute. Good cat, you'd be a good kitty. G'day viewers, well, it's capacitor back's been quite a good success after doing some cleaning. I didn't actually hose this place down, it's at the broom, we just scrubbed. High voltage in a wet area are a bad combination, so safety first. And yeah, definitely the switch agent bad idea putting it there, because it was dumping into this capacitor, dump it into this one, giving me no output. Should have been here. But the reason why I didn't at first put it here, because that needed to be bolted onto us securely. Anyway, when I get some proper bus bars, I'll probably just even use wire. Do that. That seems to be adequate enough to transfer enough energy. So I can I can put that there, bolt that there. Maybe I could weld another thing to here and using my existing switch arrangement there, bolt it onto here, make it here. I reckon that'll work. That'll be a better way to do it. I've got some chunk of aluminium somewhere too I could use. I'll just give it a good clean up on the wire brush, gets a bit oxidised, and that'll be the just some of the metal I could use to the copper to stop it from welding together. Probably bolt that here to give it a nice flat surface of contact. And I'll weld something on there, I'll probably cut that off and move that over here. And this will go there. That's where that switch has to be. That'll be a much better way of doing it. I probably won't do that. Probably won't do it today, but whenever I get a chance, I'll get around to doing that. That's yeah, that's what really should be here. If I can get another one of these, might cut another bit of scrap metal up, extended it here a little bit longer, and weld this onto there. Yeah, put it here. I reckon here's a good place to put it. Then the blast thing here. The only thing is, this isn't very strong. The bottom just blew off. Some stainless steel screws. It seemed to be a pretty secure hold at the time, but the force of the banana exploding was a quite intense one. This it's only like 200 amp starter cable. It's off the old Daihatsu handy van, the original bloody starter cable. It did quite better than I thought it was going to do. You see how we used the original battery clip, flattened it, took the weaker negative cable off and put this positive one on there because it's got more copper in it. Worked quite well, this one. So this part is okay. I just gotta, well, initially they're going to use some plywood, but wood's not a very good idea. As soon as it gets wet, it's going to be a high voltage short as it gets moisture in it. We'll find some other thick, heavy duty bit of plastic I can make this out of. This back part's alright, just need one for the bottom. Even if I put like a chair or something here to stand the watermelon or whatever subject you're going to blow up on. That's pretty strong, that alone, that little bit of plastic. That's a Fisher and Paykel washing machine lid part of it. Yeah, I reckon this switch I just going to be here. I'm going to do some redesigning, put the switch here. Why I put it there is, yeah, anyway, we live and learn these things. And sort of safety, as far as safety is concerned, those little 240 volt wires, I'm going to have to upgrade those. 240 volt wires there, we're only ready for 240 volt. I'm going to get some of that NST cable, put that to use. See if I can put some things to the side and run the NST high voltage cable through the sides, and that'll be my charging cable to the cap. That way there's no arc over risk either. Make this a bit safer for this ZVS setup. And this battery's still charging. Might be shagged. Should have been a full board, it's been on all night. Yeah, that's that part. Yeah, I reckon that'll be a good idea. Then, once that's done, a shorting strap, instead of using this by hand, I could, yeah, my original idea was to have like a hinge and off switch, just pull it, bang. But yeah, most of the stuff I blow up on that, dump most of the charge, but for extra safety precautions I'll probably either have this clipped on with my PVC pipe chicken stick, sit on the side, or just reach out, short it out. That would be a sure way of doing it because I can actually get a good connection that way. Anyway, other than that, this bank does have some potential. 122,500 joules is a hell of a lot. That can do a hell of a lot of damage to things. This new bloody cat mixer took a dump. Russell Hobbs was a better one too. Much better than the previous one we had. Although electronically it was really good. The electrical side of it was a dream. No sparks and arcs, no bad contacts, nothing. Worked really well. But the only thing that let it down was 4 teeth inside there that bite onto your beaters here. That little knob on the end clips on those 4 teeth. Well, this one was missing. They all snapped off. So we made a little bit of a hose to grab on. And that worked okay, but the ejector wouldn't fit through, and upon reassembling, the casing here was let down. All these little standoffs broke off, and the motor mounts are gone. The motor fell out, and nothing to hold it together anymore. So it was a dodgy workmanship with the plastic that let this machine down. But it's a little speed controller, had the 2 buttons. Speed it up like that. 0 to 16, highest it went. There's a triac there, power button. This made it more reliable electrically, but the mechanical side of it wasn't very good. The plastic let it down. The bloody battery buggered. Yeah, so you didn't charge it very long. Yeah, I haven't got the correct size cells to rebuild this battery pack. The ones I got there were bigger, they don't fit inside there. Anyway, that went on there, it got snapped off. And that plugged into there, which went to this triac, which went to this motor, to control the speed of this motor, which is going to get popped. I've got to try and preserve that coil. Good magnet wire for a flyback. Even though it's probably going to arc over as soon as I power it up. Had to keep practicing. Got some 0.33 microfarad these NKP type capacitors. Big resistor. Cheap generic electrolytic capacitor, 105 degrees Celsius rated too. Little fuse on there, inductor. This is all for noise filtering, this bit. 2003, that one there's got the date on there. That's the driver chip for the LCD. It's got nothing on it, it's a generic thing. Little blue backlight there, LED. Interesting. Although it was a good machine electrically, the mechanical side of it let it down. 0.75mm squared cable. Dong Wang Cheng Key brand. I got a spare power cord for things. Little clock motor there. See if any of those gears will fit my one of my Lennox and Goya time switch with the stripped fibre gear. Might start collecting these up. Might find one that fit it. Get that fixed. Yeah, there's the rest of it there. So, another pop victim. Right. Let's do this without a tripod, this one. Let's see if this battery is actually going to charge in it. I sat there for 2 minutes and it was already fully charged. Right, is that all 13.4 volts? See, it's surged at 21 there. So that's fully charged, but the cells that are bad are letting it down. I mean, that's nowhere near 18. This thing's flat as bugger. Yeah, so you won't get any more than that. Yeah. I haven't got the physical size of the cells are smaller, they're shorter, and those ones, spare ones, have got down here higher. So I have to modify that battery and extensively to get them to fit in there. I've gone through it, checked which are the dead cells, marked them with a texter so I can just carefully separate all the battery pack, spread it out in the bench and just replace the individual bad cells. Anyway, that'll probably be another day I reckon, when I can be bothered. Thanks for watching.